What is up, my bodyweight warriors, and welcome back to another video. Today I kind of want to go over arguably one of my favorite stretches of all time, and this is my my Christmas treat to you all, although it may not be so much of a treat as a little bit torturous, but either way, it's a fantastic stretch, and that is the Hanging Cobra. The Hanging Cobra is kind of a go-to stretch that I use pretty much most workouts. Most upper body workouts, most handstand sessions, I will use this stretch as part of my warm-up because it just does so many different things. The reason this stretch is so great is that it is a global stretch. It's not just stretching one specific muscle or pattern, it's basically doing the entire anterior or front side of your body. Generally speaking, in today's society, we sit down a lot, we're hunched forward a lot, looking at phones, looking at computers. There's a lot of flexion going on here, and there's not much extension. And this stretch is great because it's kind of like a global extension stretch. It's gonna stretch out everything that usually gets tight on most people. Just to name a few, it's gonna be giving you a pretty aggressive stretch on the lats. It's probably also gonna be going into a bit of the pec as well, and definitely gonna give you a nice stretch over the abdominals and into the hip flexors in the front of the hip area. Basically, it's a pretty great stretch, but the key is really how you perform the stretch to get the most out of it. So there's a couple of ways I like to personally set this up, and there's also a couple of ways that I like to perform this to get the most out of this exercise. When it comes to setting up this exercise, I highly recommend you use rings. It just kind of works better than a bar, but a bar is fine. I recommend you set the height of this bar to roughly around sternum, sort of chest height. However, if you find this stretch a little bit too aggressive, start a little bit higher and then move it down as you get more comfortable with it. So how I recommend you perform this exercise is you want to grab hold of those rings, you want to sink down into that initial hanging cobra position, and what you're going to do is you're going to twist to whichever side is tightest. Now for me personally, that is going to be the right hand side. When you twist the side, you let the feet twist, you let the hips twist, and then you just load onto one arm and use the other arm just to kind of assist and keep you level. Now the nice thing about twisting to the side is it's also going to bring a bit of a stretch into the QL and a lot of the fascia down the side of the body, which often doesn't get a lot of love. From here in this side position, we can just chill out 20 to 30 seconds, or what we can do and what I like to do is perform a little bit of contract, relax stretching, in which I'll basically pull a little bit into the stretch, almost like performing a scapular pull-up, hold for 3 to 5 seconds, and then relax, chill in the stretch for a little bit longer, and repeat this for like 3 to 5 reps. After we've repeated this, flip back to the middle, flip onto the opposite side, same thing applies again, squeeze the glute of the bottom leg, and again you can perform those 3 to 5 reps of PNF on that arm as well. After we've done this, we can then rotate back to the middle and then chill out finally for an additional 30 seconds in that standard forward facing hanging cobra position. One way we can spice this forward facing stretch up is by thinking about contracting the muscles on the back and trying to pull the hands behind us and actually try to make that arch even greater than it currently is in that hanging position. Again, we can hold this contraction for like 5 seconds, then relax, chill out again, and do the same again, trying to almost pull your hands behind your head and make the depth of the stretch deeper. Again, we can perform this 3 to 5 repetitions hanging out in that position, and that is kind of it. The whole stretch should be about 30 seconds in each of those 3 positions, and then we can call it a day. You can kind of perform that 1 to 2 sets if you want. As I said, I personally just perform a set as a warm-up. It's a great off-day thing. It's a great thing to take a break from working at a desk. If you have like a door frame pull-up bar or something, you can do it there. It's really kind of just great to add in whenever because it does correct a lot of those common issues that we have, those tight hip flexors, tight abdominals, tight pecs, tight lats, tight kind of in this forward flex position, and we don't get a lot of love in extension, and this stretch definitely gives you a lot of extension. That has been it for this video, guys. I hope you enjoyed this stretch. As I said, it's one of my favorites of all time. It kind of gives a lot of bang for your buck. It's going to tick a lot of those boxes, and it feels pretty damn good afterwards. If you enjoyed this video, you can always hit that thumbs up button and support the channel. If you want to ask a question about this exercise or just say Happy Christmas to the rest of the subscribers on this channel, leave a comment in the comment section down below. I'll do my best to respond to everyone that I can. But that has been it for this week, guys. Have a strong week. Have a great Christmas. Enjoy all of that good food, all of the family, all the friends, and of course some of the presents. But I will catch you in the new year. Have a strong week and peace.